Alright guys, Keep Here 78 here. This time we're going to play some Franchise Hockey Manager 5. It's a great simulator. We're going to start with current roster. I guess we'll just make it the YouTube one. So yeah, this is a great simulator. I think far better than the franchise mode and in the NHL, like the EA Sports games. I definitely find it to be a lot more in depth for when you're just simming. I'm playing on my Mac. I have it on PC as well, but for some reason it runs better on my Mac. So yeah, we'll just hit OK to all. We're going to play as a we'll go into challenge mode. We're gonna play as an NHL team. We'll do a rebuild. Drew. We are from the United States. Does it have it at the top? Yeah. It's a major country. Second national. No, I'll just put in Boston. So I live right by Boston. And there we go. So we'll be the general manager and the head coach. That sounds good. We're not going to start unemployed. We're going to go to the NHL, and I think we're going to take on the tough task. There we go. We're going to take on the tough task of rebuilding the Ottawa Senators. Yeah, we'll start on July 1st. I think that's good. So yeah. Here we go, guys. So I think we're going to be an offensive, physical. We'll be physical, GM. We'll do wheeler and dealer because we're really actually going to do this. Yeah, builds his team through active and creative player moves, but not always in ways that make the players or owner happy. That sounds about right. And coach template. We're going to be... we'll go good with kids. Don't believe we can edit this directly right now, but yeah, we'll be good with kids. So I guess it's ideal for junior teams, but I think it would be probably pretty good for what is the motivational? Always gets the maximum effort out of his players, but details like tactics and skills development may go by the wayside. Don't think we want that. I guess we're just going to go with balance. Okay at everything, but not particularly good at it, or bad at anything. Okay. Take a second to prepare. Alright, so here we are, GM of the Ottawa Senators. So, Senators in front office shake up. Johnson takes over as GM. There's no time to waste. Welcome. Good luck with the Ottawa Senators to a championship. Your contract runs over the next 2 years. Team owner Eugene Melnick has given you a $73 million budget to work with, while the team's payroll currently sits at 55, basically 56. Your expectation for this year's rebuild makes sense. The team is currently built around Thomas Chabot, who's very good, and the best up-and-coming player is Brady Tkachuk. All right. Trade deadline is February 26th. Salary cap is 79. Salary floor is 58. He wants me to spend 73. So we basically have a little under 20,000 to work with. The draft for next year, Jack Hughes is the number 1 overall pick. So this is basically playing this past season, and the draft will come up. And obviously it would be nice. We're probably going to kind of tank, so hopefully in these top 5 we'll grab one. I know Kakao and Hughes are great. I mean, I know all these names, but I know they turn out great in the game too. Some of these guys they won't wind up being completely 5-star potential. It really depends on their development too. It's kind of individualized, so you can go a bit different depending on the game you play. So first off, let's look at the roster. we'll go by position for now. So we got Anderson and Nielsen. So goalie not looking too good. Anderson's obviously a vet. Well, a lot of respect to him, but I think it's time we need a younger goalie. Nielsen is an okay backup goalie. We got 4.75 tied up in Anderson. I think we're going to need to move on from him. In fact, let's just put him right now on the trade block. All right, Borowicki, not too great. Harper, young guy, not going to come out to be too much. Chabot, obviously, someone we're going to hang on to for sure. Olanen has some potential. We'll definitely hold on to him as well. CC, I think it's time. CC is all right. I didn't realize he was 24. I thought he was older. So I think, yeah, we'll be hanging on to him. Dylan DeMello. Not that great. Yaros, we'll hold on to him, 2.5 star potential. Moving on to forwards, left wing Bodker, MacArthur, Pajarvi, Bowsers, I want to say. And then Kachuk, obviously. So Kachuk, keeper. We'll keep Bodker around too. Might want to look to move on from MacArthur. I think we'll hold on to the rest though. So I'm going to throw MacArthur up on the trade block for now. Centers, we got Zach Smith, we got Tierney, we have Jean-Gabriel Pajot, and then we have Lindbergh, and then we have White. Colin White, great potential. Pajot, I guess I don't think we're going to move on from any of these guys right now. The salaries aren't too bad. MacArthur's salary is awful, so we do really want to get rid of him. And Bodker is okay, but we'll hold on to him. We need to stay a little bit competitive here, even though kind of gonna tank. All right, so for right wings we got Gabrick. Gotta move on from him. I mean he's decent, but old, not really part of the future. Bobby Ryan, someone else I might want to move on from. That contract will eat up a lot eventually. And he could perhaps have a little bit of trade value. So moving him wouldn't be all too bad. Gibbons and Duclair. So Gibbons is another guy I think we want to move on from. I'll place him on the trade list. Duclair's good. We'll hold on to him. So we'll also put Marion Gabrick up there. And we'll put Bobby Ryan up there. So obviously that doesn't mean we're going to trade everybody, but if we look at contract, actually we can do this via the roster. We can look at the cap hits. Yeah, Bobby Ryan's cap hit. Don't like Gabrick's for what he provides. The rest are pretty good though. So other than MacArthur, yeah, MacArthur's isn't really a great value for his skill, but we'll figure it out. No one on the injured list. Protected list is in the case of an expansion, but we won't be seeing one. And there's our trade block. So yeah, it'd be great. So basically, we're targeting a young goaltender. I think basically just youth and great potential. I don't care about their skill right now. We're not really trying to make a big push. We're expected to just rebuild. So what if we set up the organization? So that's what our lines would look like. Yeah, nothing too special. I mean, that isn't too bad. Obviously, you kind of want CC to be your, I think, on your second pair. And really these two on your third pair. So a defenseman is definitely someone who can kind of be that top right defenseman. That would be great. Yeah, and you can see power play. I'll just breeze through this because this is all going to change. Goalie starts. So I want to start the hottest goalie. That's also up there. We'll do hottest 2. Alternate goalies in back-to-back games. Set that 2-4. It's just set through 1 through 4, I believe. Yeah. Always start a goalie again after a shutout. We'll throw that in. Start the best goalie. Start the best rested goalie. We'll do that. Yeah, that should be on 3. That should be on... Yeah, we'll do 3. Stick with the starter during the playoffs. 4. Um, yeah, AI, don't change the settings. And then use these settings. Cool. Um, so anyway, we can look at the depth chart too. We can see our minor leaguers and stuff as well. So Alex Formenton, an 18-year-old, great potential. That's good. That's good. He'll be coming up. I wonder, can we sign him to a contract? Or he already is signed. Are we able to move him up? Doesn't look like it. He's probably just too young. Or is signed with the OHL. And we can't override it. We'll see as the season grows closer, because it would be nice to get him in. Mike Condon, that's someone we really like. Hogberg, decent. Gustafsson, decent. So we have a couple decent prospects. It would be great to have more of a 4-star. But obviously that is that's a little bit tough to do. A little bit tough to get unless we give up something pretty big. Look at some defense here. Just kind of looking at names. Brandstrom, definitely someone to hold on to. We can move him to the NHL. And you know what? I think we'll do that. I think we'll move him to the NHL. Yeah, your cap hit will increase, but that is fine. Yeah, that's someone we want playing in the NHL. He'll probably play on the bottom pairing, but definitely kind of honing his skills a bit. Yeah, yeah, 3.5 star could be a good. He could even be a top defenseman at some point. Might not start him there, but let's see centers. Oh, Logan Brown. Um, we can send you up. So let's just call you up. Let's get you some playing time in the NHL. Um, and we'll fix the lines before we go into the season. Abramov, not too bad. Abramov, yeah. Um, all right. Um, Mendeley's isn't too bad, but not too great either. Ooh, Jacob Bernard Docker. Okay. Yeah, he's someone we could offer him a contract. As a 1-star, I kinda want him sticking there. What was Brandstrom was a 1.5, so I think he has a little bit of enough skill to kind of be at the NHL and not get destroyed. So I think we're gonna keep Bernard Docker down for a little bit in the NCAA. Can take a quick look at our schedule, preseason, regular season, all good. But now let's take a look at the front office. Some free agents for us. Yeah, nothing special. Nothing special at all. Potential though, Gunther, 15-year-old. I don't think we can't sign him, right? Yeah. Offer contract? Can we? Yeah, no, he's too young. And I assume these 17-year-olds are too young as well. Yeah, they're kind of they'll be in the draft. Let's go to the trading block though and see what we got. We got Lundqvist, Anderson's up there, of course, from us. Dougie Hamilton is someone we could go after. Right defenseman could be that top right defenseman. Let's take a look at his contract here. 5.7. Not too bad for how long? For the next 3 seasons. That's okay. That's something we can look into. I'm looking at his age, he's 25. Orlov, though he plays left, at age 26, I don't think his contract is all too great. Yeah, another 5 years sticking at that. Where we don't know in a few years where they might be sticking. So we'll see. Toffoli could be a good ad, a young guy. And it kind of goes a little bit downhill from there. What if we did by potential? saying Lundqvist is going to stay kind of good for a while. 36 years old, though. Probably a long contract as well. I think we want to chase after Hamilton. So let's take a look at it. It looks like they have a weakness at left defense, is what the scout says. This is Hurricanes players. Senators players. Let's see. What would they think of Bobby Ryan? He's using his no trade clause. Okay. Well, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's add Anderson, no trade clause. Obviously not trading Chabot or Kachuk. I'd like to hold on to CC. Who was somebody else I want to move on from. MacArthur, not going to be enough, and he has a no trade clause. Wow. That's going to make it tough for sure. Oh, look at these. We got some decent players we could be calling up. Oh, I couldn't call him up, right? LaJoie, we got him up. DeMello, what if we added DeMello? They'll never accept that offer, of course. Let's go to our rights and find someone who's kind of iffy. I think this goalie that we saw, it's gonna be tough, considering we don't have, we have a lot of guys with no trade clauses. Let's go to our roster again, and our contracts. No trade clause. So Ryan, Smith, MacArthur, and Anderson have no trade clause. And Ryan even has a no movement clause. Anyone else have a no movement? No. Okay. So a few guys on our trade block. Smith might even also be good to trade. What's your cap hit? It probably said on that page, but that's not too bad, honestly. So we'll hold on to him, but yeah, those no trade clauses are going to be tough to work around. Gabrick doesn't have one, which is good. You know what? Let's shop a player. Yes, I wish to shop him. We're getting some offers. We got a flurry of messages. We got some trade proposals. 5th round pick. 5th round pick. 5th round pick. Chris Thorborn, who's 35. Not going to make much of a difference there. 5th round pick. 5th round pick. 37-year-old. And a 5th round pick. So it looks like he's the equivalent of a 5th round pick to a lot of teams. Which isn't too bad. It'd be getting a draft pick. But we might just hold on for now. Actually, before we do anything else, I think I might cut it off here. So let me know what you think we should be doing. I do think we should be moving on from those guys that I listed on the trade block, but obviously it's hard. But yeah, should we pull the trigger on a Gabrick 5th round pick, or maybe throw him in with another deal at some point, a team that Bobby Ryan will waive the no trade clause to, or one of those other veterans? Please let me know. And if you want to see more of Franchise Hockey Manager 5, stick around. Alright guys, I'll see you later.